I don't know how it felt to you guys. It felt like almost 4 games in one. You guys would play really well for a while and then go into a little funk. Just, I guess, how did you see the last 7 minutes after you made that great comeback to tie it up, and then maybe didn't get as good as shots or some turnovers, down the stretch?
That was it.
What did you think happened?
Well, nothing happened. They we made our run and they bared down and they got Horton, who's pretty good. I mean, they got experience. They've been through it. I mean, they do have two young kids out there, but I thought their young kids helped us down. I mean, they played like young kids too down the stretch when we made it a game. But they had the older dudes who had been there, and they made some plays, and we had a couple chances that didn't take advantage of. Thought there were a couple tough calls.
People like us talk about how much energy you used up in a run. Is there anything to that? You guys made such a nice comeback from 14 down in about it took about 7 minutes to do so, and then maybe had nothing left. Or
I didn't see that. I mean, you can ask these guys. No, because we had some guys coming in and out, and I didn't see it as that. I thought they got under control a little bit in the press, so that took some things. We had to guard in the half court a little bit more. They just got settled in. Like, we changed the rhythm with some of the pressing stuff, and they got the rhythm back. At one point, I don't remember exactly. They went to the 1-3-1 zone, and that took a little adjustment too. But that was a little earlier than we were talking about.
What was your thought process when Christian goes out with 4, and you have Danny out with 4 and down 13 or 15 at that point, and how you were?
I thought we were going to win.
Well, what was your philosophy and how?
No, I did think honestly, I did think we were like. I never thought that we couldn't have a chance to win. I think these guys would tell you the same based on the comments that we were making as a staff. I was waiting for Raven and Jacoby to arrive. To be honest, there were a few guys tonight that just took them a while to get here. Not sure where they were. When Raven finally arrived, he was pretty good. And Jacoby was solid, at least. He didn't hurt us if in that regard he defended. So I know, like, we changed some things up. We pressed. We had to keep mixing it up to try to make some things happen, and we did. And those guys played well. Those guys played well when we needed them. I think during that run, Josh was out for a minute and Julian was out for a minute. Or I thought Chad's energy defensively helped us.
When you're down 3 with the 42 seconds left, were you looking for a 2 at that point, or just?
We had drawn up something to possibly get a layup or get Julian open at the top.
Okay.
They were pretty physical with him cutting to the top. He needs to be able to shed that guy a little better and be more physical himself in order to either get open or maybe force a whistle to be blown. I would have been fine with the layup there at 42 in a quick way. It would have been quick.
Right.
Even this, no slower than what we got, and maybe even quicker than that. I thought we might be able to. We didn't execute great, but we didn't execute poorly either. That's the one where they called
the
charge. Offense.
The charge that was absurd was this was away from the ball. It was on Jacoby, running the floor, the guy standing under the rim, and no impact on the game.
You said there were some kind of tough calls. Are the ones you're talking about, like Kelvin there at the end, and also Danny's 5th foul? It didn't look like he did a whole lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it just felt. We don't need to talk about the officials. That's not why that wasn't.
You had mentioned Raven. Is he? I think with 11 minutes left, you guys didn't have a point, a rebound, or an assist from your bench, but he came in and played very well at that point. Is he 100%, or is he still trying to get back?
Not at all.
Yeah.
He is not practiced.
Really. How difficult was that 10-0 run at the end of the first half, after you guys had played a really good first half, and then for them to end up 6 ahead at halftime, I guess?
We lost by how many?
5 or 6. it seemed like it might have had a little carryover effect into the second half too. How about Christian? How did you obviously a career high? What were you trying to be more aggressive tonight? Were you able to?
Yeah, definitely. Because we had Raven. I tried to play a little harder, and I mean it was just a matter of time that the boys started playing in the basket. So,
Have you felt your game coming around in practice? Everything seems yeah.
It seemed like you and Danny were getting a lot of open looks in the first half. Was
yeah,
that
they
just,
didn't play a good D. It's called post. They were physical, so we didn't have a lot of open looks.
how frustrating was it for you then to get your third and then your fourth
yeah,
foul
it was-
back to back?
It was, like I said, about physical.
What have you been doing personally to really get that more playing time and perform better while you've been in there?
I mean, I get reps daily, and that's about it. I do some practice.
Julian, how did you see the comeback? I mean, did you guys? Was it a thing where you exerted so much energy, or what do you think happened then over the final 7 minutes after you'd made that great comeback to tie the game?
I think we made a real good push. I mean, we competed really hard. So I mean, it definitely took a lot out of us. I mean, we should have never got down that much to have to push like that. So I mean, it definitely took a lot out of us. So coming down the stretch, we just got to make plays when it comes to that.
Did you feel that burden when Christian goes out with the fourth? You hit that three just right after that to get the run going, but did you feel like kind of the burden to get the scoring going yourself?
Definitely. I mean, sometimes it's just a time for when I have to be more aggressive, and everybody on the team has their moment when they just have to be more aggressive. But I felt like when Christian went out, it was definitely a time where I hadn't been that active in the offense throughout the whole game, so I just thought it was a time to be more aggressive.
What do you take from another close game in the final minutes? This is third or fourth one where it's within grasp for you guys.
It's tough, I mean, but it's a learning experience. That's all you can get out of it is to learn from it and keep moving to the next game.
Like he was talking about, you guys were really effective getting them on side, attacking the rim, or getting penetrating and getting layups, that sort of thing. Was that is that something you're just trying to do all the time, or was there something about this defense in particular that you thought that would work really well? You guys actually didn't hit an outside shot until there were 12 minutes left in the game.
I would say both. The answer to that is both. So we'd like to play that way. We did adjust some things that we thought would be effective against Central, and they were. But we always are trying to play inside out.
Right.
Some things we put in today worked pretty nicely.
Yeah. Overall, are you feeling a little upbeat about the way things have gone the last couple of weeks?
And you guys know, we just put our head down and try to get better tomorrow. So I don't want to step back and take a chance to feel upbeat or not feel upbeat, or there's no, it's an even keel, and tomorrow we have to get better. So that's where we are. I think that we have gotten better. I think we continue to get better. It's been very hard. Most of our post players didn't practice this week for one reason or another. Long stretches where we didn't have any post players in practice. So I mean, there's just a lot of those things, but the guys continue to compete and figure out a way to get better. So we'll do that. They're a good. Central's a nice team. They're a good team. But we're a good team. We have to start figuring out how to eliminate those stretches where the so-so team shows up rather than the real team. And we're getting there. Again, it's part of growing up.
Had you seen a game like this coming on from Christian, like throughout practice, or just building throughout the year?
I know that Christian's capable of this. I wouldn't say that I've seen change and it was coming tomorrow or the next day. But we all know that Christian is capable of this. Christian hadn't played basketball for almost 2 years. No excuses, but he's certainly capable of that. Now the challenge is like when you go out and play a good round of golf, that first round of golf you play well, and then the next round your head's all messed up and you think it's going to be the same. It's not always. You got to find a different way to get it done. So But he'll do that. He'll come in tomorrow and figure it out. So,
Thanks a lot.
thanks.
Thanks.